tools which are available with government of the day as part of the fiscal policy for fiscal management of the economy are four tools. The first tool is government expenditure. So whenever government feels that there is a slowdown in the economic activity in the country, and which is not good, so what the government will do, government being responsible for the economic development will start increasing government expenditure on infrastructure. And remember, it's not that the expenditure which are non-productive. So when we talk in terms of government expenditure, what we are talking about is the government will start boosting or increasing the capital expenditure which are on infrastructure. So by spending more money on the infrastructure, the government will try to achieve and pep up the economy and the economic activity in the country. And I'm sure, friends, you can understand it very easily. And what you can understand very easily is uh, so what you can understand very easily is जब गवर्नमेंट कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इंक्रीज करती है तो उसके क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस हैं। उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस ये हैं कि जैसे रोड्स बन रहे हैं, फ्लाईओवर्स बन रहे हैं, पावर प्लांट्स बन रहे हैं और एयरपोर्ट्स बन रहे हैं, रोड्स बन रहे हैं एवरीवेयर, रिवर डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है। सो ऑल दिस डेवलपमेंट दैट टेक्स प्लेस, यू कैन इमेजिन दैट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ demand increase in of demand of steel happens, the demand of cement happens. So जब स्टील की डिमांड बढ़ती है और सीमेंट की डिमांड बढ़ती है तो रिमेंबर ये सब प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए लेबर की भी डिमांड बढ़ती है. So when all these demands are increasing, correspondingly what is happening is the purchasing power with them are increasing. And when the steel demand is increasing, that means the people who are suppliers to steel, उनकी एक्टिविटी बढ़ रही हैं और जो स्टील सब के सप्लाई स्टील कंपनीज के सप्लायर हैं उनकी एक्टिविटी बढ़ रही है तो ऑब्वियसली उनके जो सप्लायर हैं उनकी भी एक्टिविटी बढ़ रही है. तो स्टील कंपनीज का जो जो चेन है, सीमेंट कंपनीज का जो चेन है, सो there is a impetus in the economic activity in the entire supply chain in those areas. And as a result of that there is an increase in the purchasing power with the people. So when they have the purchasing power with the people increases, then what happens, they buy more products. So what kind of products they buy all kinds of products. So when they start buying all kinds of product, demand for all kinds of product start increasing. And that is how by increasing expenditure on infra development, government is able to put economy into a virtuous cycle. And that is tool number one that is available with the government as for the purpose of fiscal management of the economy. The tool number two is taxes. So meaning what? Meaning agar there is a slowdown in the economy and the government feels that this slowdown has to be reversed. So what the government can do? The government can reduce the taxes, the corporate taxes. So when the government will reduce the corporate taxes, what will happen? The cash that is available with the corporates increases. When the cash available with the corporates increases, they are able to incur more capital expenditure. That's number one. Number two, there is a benefit of reduction in the cost because they have more cash available. So the cost goes down and therefore the profitability goes up. When the profitability goes up, cost goes down, and when the prices are down, you have more buyers coming. So when you have more buyers coming, there is more economic activity happening. So the government will also use taxes as a tool for fiscal management. तो अगर गवर्नमेंट को फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज़ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ को एक्सपेंड करना है, दे विल रिड्यूस दी टैक्सेस. और अगर इकोनॉमी बहुत अच्छी तरह से डेवलप कर रही है और गवर्नमेंट को लगता है कि थोड़ा स्लो डाउन करने की जरूरत है, सो व्हाट द गवर्नमेंट विल कैन ऑल्सो डू is to increase the taxes. So this is how the government will use taxes for the purpose of fiscal management other than the capital expenditure on the infrastructure. Number three is public debt. I'm sorry. Public debt is the third tool which is available in the hands of the government for the fiscal management. And how will they use it? So uh, by increasing the public debt, that means by taking debt from the public, they will reduce liquidity in the system, and thereby increase the economic activity. And likewise, in case if they have to pep up the economic activity, then they would do reverse as far as the public debt is concerned. So by increasing or decreasing public debt depending on the economic situation at any given point in time, the government will be able to use public debt for fiscal management, and this is what they would do. And the fourth tool that is available with the government for the fiscal management, and that is budget. Now, what does it mean? What is budget? So, budget is an annual statement. It is an annual statement of income and expenditure, or you can say receipts and payments. So, the budget, through the budget, the government will come out and explain and let people know as to what the receipts are and what the payments are, and how do they compare. Are receipts more or the payments are more? So typically in any budget, it is always good that the payments are more. It is always good that there is a deficit, and the deficit moderate. Excess deficit is not good. And if there is a surplus in the budget, that is not a good sign. And why that is not a good sign? It is not a good sign because अगर budget में surplus है, इसका मतलब the government is not spending enough on the capital expenditure. Number two, if the receipts may also be coming through the collection of the income tax. So अगर budget surplus budget है, तो इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब ये है कि government is collecting more money than what it needs, and that of course is not a good sign. So this is how the governments will also use budget for the purpose of fiscal management. So friends, these are the four tools in the hands of the government for the purpose of fiscal management. And I would repeat once again, number one is the capital expenditure, number two are the taxes, number three is public debt, and number four is the budget, which are used by the governments for the fiscal management of the economy.